Welcome to Don't Retire, Graduate, the podcast that teaches you how to advance into retirement rather than retreating. I'm your host and valedictorian, Eric Brotman, and this is a very special episode because it is the beginning of our third season of Don't Retire, Graduate. And we have grown this show to now more than 10,000 listeners a month. I couldn't be more gratified. I thank all of you for listening and for sharing the show. And our guest today, this is going to be a really interesting show because our guest today is Jim Miller. Jim's an entrepreneur, an accountant, an inventor, a personal finance expert, an author, a dad, and a former rock star, focused on creating things that make the world better. And he wrote a book called Budgeting Doesn't Have to Suck. And I'm here to figure that out because I think it does suck. So, Jim, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Eric. Pleasure to be here.
So I can't look at your bio and not immediately first say, well, what kind of rock star were you? Because I know that's off topic, but I've got to know.
Yeah, well, my life was music primarily from the age of 5 and beyond. Played in a lot of different bands, created a lot of albums, and spent a lot of time on stage. Towards the end of sort of the musical part of my life, I got into accounting. I never really enjoyed school very much, to be honest. And although it might sound odd to some people, when I found accounting, which was around my sophomore year of college, it was one of the first courses I really excelled in without even having to try. And I continued with it, and I enjoyed it a lot and stuck with it. And, of course, graduated with an accounting degree, and I've been doing that ever since.
Music and math have a lot in common. And I don't think a lot, I am not a music student. I sing basically 3 places: the shower, the car, and a karaoke stage if someone's willing to have me. But I do understand, and my daughter studies music, and there's a lot of math in that. So I guess it's actually kind of a natural transition to accounting. How did you get into personal finance? I mean, you sort of, you explained the accounting degree, but the piece about personal finance and some of your entrepreneurial background, tell us your story. How did you get there?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. And a lot of people don't ask that. I didn't start this way. Like I said, a musician, you don't have much money, but I started working in accounting while I was still in college. As a younger person, a kid, I was a great earner and saver. But in my 20s, I had, things got let go a little bit in my early 20s. And I had some credit card debt, and I didn't have much in the way of discretionary funds or extra money. I spent money on stupid stuff, and the mistake was not planning properly. So, as I said, I was working as an accountant, and I decided to put a budget together. This was Excel. This is 2003 or so. And I put a